Yes. It's your boy Manny dropping another video. This video I'm gonna talk about, give out my predictions of the final table for the Premier League for this season. Yes, we're in the second half of the season, so we're almost there. Well, we're still far a bit far away, but it's almost there though. So I decided to give my final rankings of the Premier League table, from where it is right now to what I think is gonna happen, by the end of the season when it comes in May. So I'm going to give you my final table prediction for this season, first to 20th, 20th to first, etc., etc. You know the rest. Who's going to get relegated and who I think is going to be the Premier League champions by the end of the season. So yeah, there's a video, and let me know what you think below, that the comments on the tape on the video. Let me know what's your final predictions table for this season. All right. So before I go to my predictions of the table, I want to talk about the current stance of the Premier League table where it is right now. Majority of the teams have played 19 games. Only two has played 18, which is Everton and Liverpool because of the storm. So that was postponed. So currently, majority of teams have played 19 games. So this is the current stance of the Premier League. So at the top and the bottom three, we have Southampton, and then Leicester, Ipswich Town, and then outside of the relegation is Wolves, Everton, Crystal Palace, and one and only Manchester United, who are not doing well this season. West Ham, Brentford, Tottenham. So that's three London clubs in a row in the bottom half, at the bottom half of the table. Now we'll move on to the top 10, the top half of the table, which is Brighton, Aston Villa, Fulham, Bournemouth, Manchester City, Newcastle, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, who has surprised many, including myself, Arsenal, and Liverpool. So that is the current stance of the Premier League table for this season, as you can see. So now I've showed you the current stand. So now I'm going to move on to my final predictions of the Premier League table, who I think is going to be relegated and who I think is going to be in the top five and who's going to be the champion. Okay, so of now we're going to move on to my predictions. This is just my prediction, so take it as a pinch of salt, yeah. So don't take it too hotly. This is what I believe that's gonna finish in this the table by May. This is just my predictions. You can put your predictions on the comments or below the video. Let me know who you think is gonna, from first to 20th. This is just my prediction, so everyone's welcome to have their feedbacks and everything, and let me know what you think is if it's correct or not correct, or who do you think the predictions will be. So don't take it too serious now. If your team is not is below expected expected, so don't take it to heart. Yeah. So let's get into it. First, I'm gonna do the bottom half to get that out of the way, 20th to 11th. So let's get into it. 20th Southampton. So this shouldn't surprise anyone. Southampton has just been dreadful. They are the worst team in the league. They're gonna get relegated. They currently have 6 points. Even though they get couple wins there and there, it won't be enough. I feel like they might get relegated by will be official by maybe March. I think that's when they'll be officially relegated by March. Sorry, Southampton fans, but your team is crap. Leicester City, 19th. Yeah, I don't think this Wolf and is going to be a successful one, unfortunately. At first, the two games, it was looking at as a turning point, but the last few games, I just give me a notice saying, yeah, this team is not it. The manager's not it. I'm sorry. I don't think this is going to work for Leicester. I don't think this Portman has been successful. And because of the other teams as well, I think they're a little bit better than the Leicester team. It is January now, so the January transfer market has opened. So maybe they get at least one or two signings. But I still believe that won't be enough, to be honest. I feel this Leicester team is just not good enough. 18, Ipswich Town. Um, yeah, I feel Ipswich will just be. I think they will be relegated officially by the end of the season, or maybe towards the end of the season. I think it will be official. I don't think it will be enough, especially the home record. Yes, they got the home record against Chelsea, the first win at home, but I still feel they won't get enough home wins. Maybe away, if they do something away, maybe they could get themselves out of the relegation. But because of the other teams above them, I think they're better. Ipswich himself, they're a very new team in the league. This is the first time in the Premier League since 2002. So obviously, most of these players are not used to the Premier League experience. I think that'll play a key factor as well. So unfortunately, they will be relegated back to Championship. Unfortunately. 17th will be Crystal Palace. I don't think Crystal Palace will. I don't think Crystal Palace will be have a successful. Yeah, they're not having a successful season this season. Compared to previous seasons, I think they will be on the battle line with Ipswich Town and maybe Leicester. But yeah, the signings has not been working out, and yeah, currently in the transfer window. But I don't know who they need to sign because they need to sign at least a decent striker to get themselves out of the relegation zone. Like, last season, Mateta, yeah, he's not a new signing, but, Mateta and the Moon Manager came in. Let's say, the guy scored left, right, center. I think they finished like maybe 13th or 14th. But this time around, I feel things are not gelling. It's not clicking at all. I think they will be fighting for relegation. So I think they will escape it because I feel they have one or two players that will take them above Ipswich. So I'm going to say 17 for Crystal Palace. 16 would be Everton. Yeah, Everton, they will be fighting for relegation, but I feel they will be safe maybe by March time. That will be safe because I feel, the past few seasons they have been fighting relegations, but during the duration they know how to prevent themselves from getting relegated. I will give Sean Dyche the credit of the doubt because when it's crunch time, it is crunch time. The guy does his job and he prevents Everton from getting relegated. Defensively, they're very good. Attacking wise is where the worry is because they don't score a lot of goals. They don't score a goal at times. They have a lot of clean sheets. So defensively and the goalkeeper are very solid. It's just the attacking wise is where the issue is. Maybe in few games they will score like one goal, two goals, or maybe three, depending. So they will score out of nowhere during the latter stage of the season, which they have done previous seasons. So that's why I'm saying Everton will escape the relegation, but a little bit more comfortably. So I'm putting them 16th. 15 will be West Ham. Yeah, this has been a very bad season for West Ham after all the spending they have spent the last summer. I was hoping West Ham to do a little bit better, but things have not worked out. The manager was not a good. It's not a good decision to sign that manager to sack Moyes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Moyes shouldn't. Moyes should have. Moyes should have gone, but you should have got a decent replacement. Which it turned out they didn't have a decent replacement, and I feel they will be fighting relegation. But the players they have are very good. They're better than Everton and Crystal Palace and etc. So I feel West Ham will survive this one, but they need to fix up for next season. They really need to fix up, honestly. 14th Wolves. So Wolves are currently 17th, but with the way they're playing right now and the manager, I would give them the benefit of the doubt to go further on the table. So the highest I can rank them is 14 based on what I think is going to happen, the current circumstances, and the future. Anything can happen basically in the future. So we don't know, and I don't know. But the highest I can rank them is 14th. I feel they will do decent in the second half of the season. I feel they will cause a lot of upsets for the top six against the top six sides in the second half of the season. So look out for them. So Wolves, I feel Wolves will finish 14th. 13th will be Brentford. Yeah, Brentford has been underwhelming. I feel like, yeah, they've lost two games at home now, back to back. Away record has been atrocious. Yes, they have missed Ivan Tony, but they got Mumamba and Risa. They'll be scoring goals left and center. But if you're only relying on two players to score your goals and the other players are not scoring as much as those two, then you're gonna have a problem. So I feel Brentford will finish at the bottom half of the table, 13th. They won't be fighting relegation, but at the same time, I don't think they have enough firepower to go above the 10th position, to be honest. 12th is Manchester United. Look, to all your Man United fans, I don't think you guys are going to sign anyone the January window. You guys are more likely to get rid of players than signing players. That is a fact. If you sign somebody, fine, but I don't see you guys have money to spend that big on a player to come and fix this issue. In fact, it's not only one player can fix this issue. You need like maybe the whole squad to be removed and bring on a new team, but that would take years. So in this current situation, I would say 12 Manchester United. I feel you guys will lose more games You will win couple games. You will win couple games, but you also lose more games than winning. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't see you guys finishing at the top 10th, ninth, 8th. No, forget that. I'll be surprised if you guys finish 10th. I'll be honest with you. With this current situation right now, I'll be surprised if you guys finish 10th. So, as kind as I can be, I can easily put you guys 16, 17. But I'll be like, this is Manchester United. I don't want the Man United fans to come attack me. So I'm gonna say 12. I'm gonna be nice. I feel you guys will get couple wins during the second half of the season. So that would be vital for them to to be a little bit higher. But the 12th I can whack you guys, unfortunately. 11th will be Brighton. Brighton surprised me, man. Honestly, they spend a lot of money. This is not the Brighton we know. Brighton with they buy cheap players, young players, then they grew them up and everything, sell them for profit. For this season, they spend a lot of money, and they also hired the youngest manager of the season, or the youngest manager of all time, basically. Things was working fine for Brighton early part, but then since I think November, things just went down the drain since. They have couple draws, couple losses, and I feel they're gonna lose their feet, continue going forward. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Brighton. This is a very new Brighton. It's gonna take the young manager time because he's inexperienced. So he's new to the league. So yeah, I'm gonna give Brighton
All right,
11th,
so now we're done
unfortunately.
with the bottom half of the table. Now we're gonna deal with the top half of the table from 10th to first. So let's get into it. 10th, I have Tottenham. Yeah, I feel the defense of Tottenham is going to ruin this team completely, especially in the second half of the table. Injuries will play a part as well. They have suffered a lot of injuries this season, and I feel that will continue. It's just been inconsistent. Things hasn't worked out from attacking wise to defensive style of things. Yeah, I feel Tottenham will finish 10th. I'm not saying that because I'm an Arsenal fan. I want to see them suffer. Well, literally. But still, yeah, I don't feel Tottenham will finish at the top six, unfortunately. Ninth will be Fulham. Yeah, Fulham would having a decent season themselves. That's the highest I can rank them, to be honest. Fulham. They may surprise me a little bit further, or but they're doing okay, and I hope they will continue doing that. They just need to gather more wins, to be honest. They have got a couple draws, they have dropped points the last few games. So they need to gather more wins if they want to go further than ninth. But ninth is where I can see them finishing. Eighth would be Aston Villa. Um, I think it's more Unai Emery effect. They'll do well in the beginning of the season. Next, we know, towards the second half of the season, they will crumble. I witnessed it. I experienced it with Emery. On Arsenal. And I feel this will happen for Aston Villa, and also the Champions League as well. How would they manage from the Champions League fixtures, the Premier League fixtures? How would they manage that? Because that will play effect as well. Um, yeah, I see them finishing eight, to be honest with you. So I don't see them finishing in the top six, so they will miss out. Seventh will be Bournemouth. I'd say that in a couple videos ago, this team will surprise many. I feel they're a very good team, a young, hungry team, a very good young manager who I think is going to be world class in a few years' time if he takes the next step to, a better team than Bournemouth. But nonetheless, this Bournemouth team will surprise many. I feel there will be a huge factor, in the second half season. So I feel they will finish seventh, maybe sixth, but I do have a team that's a little bit better, performing better, and I feel it's going to perform better in the future. But I won't rule them out. But as far as I'm concerned, based on the circumstances and everything, I say Bournemouth will finish seventh. That's the best I can do. Six is Newcastle. Newcastle are very on fire right now. At one point that you thought like Newcastle were not doing well. Next we know they started clicking. Everything was working since November, and then yeah, they're on fire right now. They're on fire right now with a 4 games winning streak. They're destroying teams left and center, and I feel they will continue that. I think this is where during the last stage, the second half of the season, is where Newcastle will kick in. They will get results, during the last stage of the season, and I feel that will continue. Unfortunately, I think they will miss out on the top five because of them. the five that are just a little bit better and they got better records, and they will get more wins. But Newcastle that are a threat. So if there's one team who I think who could possibly break the top five, it will be Newcastle. But fortunately, my prediction, I say they will miss out on this one. Fifth will be Nottingham Forest. So Nottingham Forest are currently third. However, I don't think they will stay third. I feel they will lose a couple points to be honest. I think the experience wise of the pressure in a title race or top four race, I think they will get back to them. Don't get me wrong, they will surprise many. However, because of the experience of the other teams and everything, I say fifth place will be the highest they can go. Nottingham Forest. I do like them. I do like the players. The manager is a good manager. Everything is just working wonders for them. So congratulations for them. But fortunately, they will miss the top four place. They will suffer a couple losses. They will drop points, and that will play effect. During this second half of the season. So they will miss out the top four, unfortunately. Fourth will be Chelsea. Now, Chelsea were in a duration with Liverpool, in this title race not too long ago. Now suddenly they're fourth because they've dropped a couple points the last few games, and I feel that will continue. I feel this manager have this syndrome of choke. Yeah, we can look at the history. He nearly choked a Leicester automatic position to the Premier League last season. If you guys remember, and I feel he's gonna choke on this Chelsea title race. They will get the top four. They will get the fourth place, but just by an edge. But if they're not careful, I feel Nottingham Forest might replace them. But in my prediction, sorry, I feel Chelsea are just a little bit better attacking wise. They're a little bit better than Nottingham Forest. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. So I'll say fourth place will go for Chelsea, just by an edge. Third would be Manchester City. Now, this can be a little bit controversial because Manchester City are currently fifth. However, I feel, City during this time now and February, March, they'll go for a huge one, winning, 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 and then it will lead them to the Premier League, which they've done probably past few seasons. So I feel they're going to do it and go on a huge one. However, I feel they will lose some matches during the last stage of the season, of this part of the season. I feel they will lose a couple matches that will not get them to the title race or to the title. So they're not the same city. And even though they will sign, I think they will go on in the market in the transfer window. They will go in the market. I think that's what Pep says. But even though they will sign one or two, I feel it won't be enough. I think like the damage that was done on the first half season is going to play effect this time around for them in the second half of the season. So I'll see them finishing third. They will get wins. They will get a lot of wins, but then I feel it will be too late. It didn't. If they didn't lose as much as they did in the first half, then I will put them in the top two. Well, we're in the top two. So yeah, it will be a little bit too late for them, but I do see City being in a huge one, winning, but they will lose some matches as well. So I'll say third for City. Liverpool second. Yeah, look, let me give Liverpool out of the way. So Liverpool, yeah, they're currently first. But something about Liverpool that will crumble. This happened last season. Liverpool were first, then come March, April time, they crumbled, and we crumbled as well, Arsenal. But they crumble bad. They really crumble bad. And I feel they will crumble more. This whole Trent situation is gonna play effect. They will affect the team as well. This Trent situation with Real Madrid. So that will play effect. You might think I'm a little bit biased, but hear me out here. A player, if signed, Van Dijk and then Salah sign, because they're currently on contract season, contract season, or you play well in front of the fans, in front of the chairman, everything, saying that, oh, I deserve my pay rise, I deserve everything. Once you sign the contract, everyone should know this. And once you sign the contract, boom, performance goes down. I don't care anymore. I got my money. Yeah, is what it is. It happens. It will happen for Liverpool. Once Van Dijk and Salah sign that contract, they're more likely to sign a contract than Trent. I don't see Trent signing that contract. He's leaving. That's what I assume. Once Salah and find that Salah contract, that performance will drop. I'm telling you right now, Liverpool performance will drop and they will crumble and they will crumble again. Trust me. Once they sign a new contract right now, anytime soon, and it's been official announced, they will crumble. Trust me, Liverpool will crumble. Which leads to number one, Arsenal. Look, everyone knows I'm an Arsenal fan, and yeah, everyone might say I'm biased and all that. Yeah, I had a little bit biased in there because it's my team, but I feel, come on, third time lucky. We have to win this. We're gonna win this. City are not the same City. Liverpool, yes, they're currently first, but don't feel they're the strongest team at the moment. Yeah, they're the best team, but I don't feel they're still strong enough. And like I said about the two players of Salah and Van Dijk signing that contract and then the performance drop, that's when Arsenal will overtake them and then they'll win the Premier League. If you saw the predictions with Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville, Jamie obviously he picked Liverpool to win. Gary picked Arsenal to win. I can understand why he picked Arsenal, even though he said a couple months ago, even Arsenal not performing well. But a couple months later, don't be surprised when I say Arsenal will win the league and they will be at top, and then you guys then I will be laughing, etc., etc. So I do believe what he says, and I do believe Arsenal will overcome this, and then they will win the Premier League. Um, it will be a rough patch. It will be a rough bumpy roads in the next few weeks, next few months. But I feel Arsenal are more hungry than Liverpool. They are more eager. They need to win this. They can't lose it for the third time in a row. They will do anything to win that league. And now with Saka out, I think they're more determined to win the league. It will be hard. It will be tough. Yes, but I feel they will be more determined than ever before. And yeah, I feel Arsenal will win the Premier League and they'll be first. So that is my prediction for the Premier League for this season. You can agree or disagree, but that's just my opinion. So this is from the 10th to first place. So thank you for watching. I know there's going to be a lot of talks and comments and everything about that, but hey, it is what it is. I do entertaining videos. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.